This is Doc Ock coming to you live and direct this evening from Black Facts Headquarters Central. I know everybody was missing me yesterday evening. Sorry about that. Sometimes transitions can be more difficult than you could imagine. But we're going to be doing something a little different this month. We're going to be doing a what I call it. We're going to be reading from a graphic novel. And this will be the first time we've read from graphic novels before, but we've never showed you the images from any of the graphic novels, and we don't read very many graphic novels because of the difficulty of showing the images. So starting today, we're going to start showing you the images from the graphic novel that we're featuring this month, which is called March, Book 1. And it's a book that was primarily produced by John Lewis, the former congressman, bless his soul, because he just passed away not too long ago. So this is a book about the march across the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama. So it is a true story, and we're going to be bringing it to you this evening, bit by bit, over the course of the month, along with the autobiography of Malcolm X. We'll do that in the daytime at noon, and then we'll do this book March in the evening. For the afternoon show, we will not be doing a graphic novel, but we are going to try and have some images to accompany. So we're going to try and do slideshows for the whole month of May for that book. So it'll be different in both respects. But meanwhile, to get everything started tonight, you know what we need to do. First and foremost, you need to go ahead and subscribe. Give us a like if you're looking at us on Facebook. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, which is really where you should be at, because that's the only place where you'll be able to see everything. And then go ahead and what's the word for it? Subscribe to our Black Facts, Tubular Black Facts channel. Subscribe to our Tubular Black Facts channel. If you could do those three things, that'd be great. Please don't forget, we always need you, always, to go ahead and tell your friends and your family to go ahead and tune in as well, because this is a production that everybody can enjoy and get something out of. All right, so we're all set. We're all ready to go. Let's go ahead and do our proverb for tonight, which tonight we're going to revert back to our African proverb book. And the proverb for tonight is, not to know is bad. Not to wish to know is worse. Not to know is bad. Not to wish to know is even worse. And that particular proverb is from Nigeria. So we got the Nigerian proverb there. And let's move on and groove on. I love that book. That book has come in handy quite a bit. But we're going to try and come with some new proverbs from another source as well. So we're working on that all the time, trying to improve. Meanwhile, if you want to see the entire production, make sure to switch over now from Facebook to YouTube so that you can see the full production. Otherwise, all you're going to hear is the mellifluous sound of my voice, but you will not see the images that we're going to be showing on YouTube starting right about now. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Let me show you that. I'll show the cover of the book. So this is the one picture that I didn't do, which is the cover of the book. I guess I should have done that first. Okay, my bad. So we got to go old school on this one. And you can see there's the cover of it. The graphic novel is called simply March, book 1. It's a 3-part series, and we don't know how far we're going to get with this, so we're just going to go as far as we can. And actually, we're going to be reading from the book, but showing you the images on the screen, because it's I don't know if I'm going to be able to really read that that writing. I think it's kind of small for my eyes, and based on the size of the image here on this screen. So we're going to read from the book while we show you the images. So you can see page 5. Start off with page 5, first page in the book, on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And there in the first image there at the top of the page, you see some young people coming over the bridge, and one of them is asking the other one, can he swim, in case they get thrown off that bridge. And the one that he's asking is John Lewis. You know John Lewis because he's got a backpack on and a white jacket. So when you see this young guy with the white jacket and the backpack, you'll know that's John Lewis. So he answers the guy asking about can he swim? No. And his friend says, well, neither can I, but we might have to. And then they show some of the policemen getting themselves ready and their equipment, checking their equipment as these marchers come over the bridge. Oops, sorry about that. Wrong button. They had already told them not to come over this bridge. So they already knew that they were going to be opposed by the police. And so the police have lined up on the other side of the bridge, creating what they call a phalanx. Wow, that writing is real small. Even with these glasses, I can't read that writing. Where am I? Oh, no, I don't have my magnifying glass. So I don't know what they're saying down there at the bottom. Something about are they ready? Then you see them, but you can clearly see the dogs. They got the dogs out there, probably German Shepherd police dogs. And you see they've got their gas mask on, and they've got their tear mask. I mean, their tear gas rifles, I guess. I don't know what they call those. No, those are real rifles. Those aren't no tear gas. Those aren't to distribute the tear gas. They got rifles. So they got rifles, maybe with rubber bullets or maybe not. They got the dogs out there, and the man says, "This is an unlawful assembly. Your march is not conducive to the public safety." He's real worried or concerned that they might get hurt. Obviously, that's what he's talking about, public safety, right? "You are ordered to disperse and go back to your church or to your homes." "May we have a word with you, Major?" the one guy says. Oops. Okay, I got to get my other hand over here. Here we go. "May we have a word with you, with the Major?" And the Major retorts back, "There's no word to be had." "May we have a word with..." "There is no word to be had. You have 2 minutes to turn around and go back to your church." John Lewis says, "We should kneel and pray, Hosea." And so they kneel down and they start to pray, calling on Jesus, I'm quite sure. And the officer says, "Troopers, advance!" And they're still praying. Unintelligible. You can't hear what they're saying. Oops, wait a minute. Did I have to flip? Need to flip. One. No, I was good. Okay, yeah, this is all still on the same page. All right. So let me go on here. Boom. Now, what happens next? If your children can't handle violence, you might want to cover their eyes for this part, because there's a lot of cracking sounds that go on this page. Whack, crack, 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 whack. Thump. "Get them! Get the niggers!" Tear gas, somebody yells out. Psh, clink, tink, 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 tink. Okay, so they tear gas them. Um, one of the protesters is being, looks like John Lewis maybe. I don't know if they're grabbing him. I guess he's grabbing him. Oh, he's grabbing him by the leg and then hitting him with the nightstick. And he's trying to claw the asphalt to keep from being taken away. And the next thing you see is just darkness because he blacked out. Okay? Yep, he went out. And so that's the beginning of March, Book 1 by John Lewis, Andrew Aden, and Nate Powell. So he this is a fast forward. So we go fast forward in time to Washington, D.C., January 20th, 2009. And you see some row houses in D.C. You see, oh, wait a minute. Forgot to flip. There we go. You see some row houses in D.C. And we go inside one. And you see stairs going up, stairway, pictures on the wall, a bedroom. The next thing you know, you see a pictures of somebody sleeping. It says it's 5:29. You know it's in the morning because it was dark in the first couple pictures. And then you hear bzzz. Know about that, but I do know one thing. It is cold outside in the capital city. Have you felt it, folks? Radio comes on. If you didn't bring your hat, your mittens, your scarf, and your hot chocolate, you're just not going to make it too long out there. You know what? I click. The man turns off the alarm, puts on his house shoes, and starts to shuffle along. He goes into he turns on the TV set. And this is it, the big day. It's a uniquely American day. Today we reaffirm our commitment to democracy by bearing witness to the peaceful transfer of power. So it's January 20th. That's always Inauguration Day. President-elect Barack Obama. Well, blah, 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 blah. You can take what? You can take my freedom, oh yes. I don't know what that is. I can't even make out that song. You can take my freedom, oh yes. I guess it is what they were saying. But you cannot take my dignity. Oh, this is the man, he's singing. This is one of the old songs he remembers from the 60s. So he picks up his cell phone, sees he had one missed call, one voicemail. Private number, one missed call, one voicemail. January 20th, 6:07 a.m. So he goes, he leaves the house, and he arrives at the Cannon House office building, the House office building. This is where some of the Congress people have their offices at, in the Cannon House office building. And it looks like, what is this? This looks like some janitorial staff. I don't know. Oh, maybe some staff people that are going in the room, and then somebody's coming along delivering their mail, and then the man walks in with a big, furry, lined, kind of parka looking thing that he's wearing. And no one could find him till that school bus would come whirring down that dirt road. From some place or another, under the porch, most times, he won Bob. Hello, Rosa. How are you? Baby brother, you look cold. Where's your hat, your scarf? I'm fine. I'll be okay. You two have your tickets? Andrew will take you in a few minutes to knock, 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 knock. Hi, are you open? Come in. We're from Atlanta, and we've come for the inauguration. I was bringing my boys here so they could see John Lewis's office. Of course, of course. Come on in. Can I get you something to drink? Coke, maybe some water. You, you, you're John Lewis. Yes. I'm sorry to disturb you. I just mean, Congressman Lewis, these are my two sons, Jacob and Esau. Hello, it's very nice to meet you. I'm John Lewis. Would you like to see my office? Congressman Lewis, I can't believe you're here. We stopped by because I wanted my boys to see their history. I wanted them to know how far we've come. This is my office where I do most of my work here in Washington. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot to flip the pages. Sorry about that. Okay, now he's in he's met Jacob and Esau, and now he's in their office. Okay, I keep my finger on that button. I got ahead of myself. This is my office where I do most of my work here in Washington. Sorry if it's a little junky. Shh. Let me point out a few things. Here I am when I was 23 years old, meeting with President Kennedy. And this one was taken August 28, 1963 at the March on Washington, where Dr. King gave his I Have a Dream speech. Okay, we'll read one more. We'll go with one more page. Then we'll close this out. I was the sixth speaker that day, and Dr. King spoke 10th. Of everyone who spoke at the march, I'm the only one who's still around. Yes? Oh, why do you have so many chickens? Huh. Well, that's a good question. As a child, my parents gave me the responsibility of taking care of our family's chickens. We lived on 110 acres of cotton, corn, and peanut fields in a little corner of Pike County, Alabama. My father bought it in the spring of 1940 for $300 cash. $300, 110 acres. Wow. That sounds like a lot to us today. But back then, that was just a little piece of heaven. And I'm quite sure just a little tasty taste. All right, so we're going to stop right there for tonight, and we'll pick up tomorrow with the story of the march. I don't know if this is actually about the March on Washington or the March on Selma. It's kind of hard to say. I'm not really sure about that, but I know it's about one of the two of those marches. But either way it goes, it's about marching and it's about the civil rights struggle. So that's the most important thing here anyway. And I just wanted I wanted to be able to do a presentation where the voice of the storyteller is the voice of somebody who could speak with authority as to what happened, so that it will be just as authoritative as the story of Malcolm X and his life. So we could have two. You could do a compare and contrast for you adults out there. You could watch both. All right. So that's what our plan is. That's how we're going to be moving over the course of the next month. So stay tuned to the Tubular Black Facts channel for more from March, Book 1, as well as if you tune in at the afternoon to Doc Ock at noon and 9, then you can also check us out. Check out the story of the autobiography of Malcolm X. We call it Malcolm Speaks. So you can find it online on the Tubular Black Facts channel under Malcolm Speaks, and you can find it on Facebook as well. So there you have it. Now, all you little children out there, you know what time it is. It's time to lay down your little head on your little pillow, on your little bed, and close those your eyes, waiting on that sun to rise. Because when it does, it's going to come up high in the sky, and those sunbeams are going to be beaming down on your eyes. And you're going to be feeling really, really fly. Sorry, I can't talk right now, but I'll call you back. So go ahead, get a good night's rest, and we will be back here tomorrow night to continue our story. In the meanwhile, for you adults, you know what you need to do. go ahead and give us a like. If you're looking at us on Facebook, give us a thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube, and then go ahead and subscribe to the Tubular Black Facts channel if you haven't done that already. We're not even really up to the curve yet. We're just coming up to the curve, but we would like to be ahead of the curve, okay? And right now, it's something that can try on every nerve as we try to keep up with the curve in terms of these technological marvels that we have at our fingertips today. So be patient with us. Sometimes we falter, but we do carry on. So we'll be back here tomorrow at noon. Look for us at noon with the autobiography of Malcolm X. It's called Malcolm X Speaks. So look for that. In the meanwhile, peace out, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.